And action!
Hello and welcome to Why Wine Without Wine. I am Hillary Williamson, owner of Climb Strategies.
I'm Christina Zapanta, owner of IAJ Multimedia.
And we are not real talk show hosts.
But we are real entrepreneurs.
Yes, this is a talk show that we have entrepreneurs on here for entrepreneurs.
And we do a lot of fun things. We have an awesome guest on our show today. We have wine. Why?
Because we don't wine without wine.
Duh. And we have an awesome book that we're going to feature today too that kind of ties in with everything that we're talking about.
Yep.
So thank you for joining us and let's get started.
I'm excited to introduce Zach Palmer, Vice President of Fitness Gear and Training. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Would you like a glass of wine?
Absolutely.
All right.
Awesome.
So today's topic is over and underestimating goals. And Zach is going to share with us some ideas. But first, we'd like to hear about your business and what you do.
So we are a specialty fitness retailer. We specialize in home and commercial fitness equipment, of which we offer anything from initial design consulting onto the point of sale, delivery, installation, service, and ongoing preventative maintenance thereafter. And then in addition, we also have boutique personal training facilities. We offer private personal training in a boutique clean class and studio environment, both 30 and 60-minute sessions for individuals or couples. And then that sits alongside our very own group program, 30 Minute Fit, which I designed to really try and create as close to that private experience as possible, but while maintaining that group value or dynamic. And then wellness coaching and consulting. So all things health, wellness, and fitness.
Yes.
Awesome.
Take a look at these. Fitness gear and training.
Absolutely.
Our guidance comes from the Gun
I
channel.
had to share that with you. Anyway, it's not why I'm not wearing a jacket today. I did not purposely, it just hit me. Anyways, so today's topic about over and underestimating goals. What's that mean to you?
I don't have to go back to a specific business challenge in this case, but some of you guys know I took on a big project for me last year. I started rebuilding a deck. We moved into a new house. We had this massive deck, and as my realtor put it, it was like lipstick on a pig, right? It was like super rotted, and they had painted over it with this like rubberized composite crap, and you're likely to fall through it any second. So we ripped out the whole thing, and I thought this wouldn't be that big of a task. The pre-existing frame is there. I just got to rip out the old stuff, put the new stuff in. Well, a year later, I just finished it, so it took a little bit longer than I anticipated.
Yeah. What was your initial thought that you could get it done in what time frame?
Oh, about a month, you know, maybe two, depending on how much time I could get in.
And was that working on it diligently or just when you could?
A little bit of both, diligently when I could.
Okay. That makes sense to me.
So I mean, yeah, I was restricted to weekends. Of course, I'm working Monday through Friday most of the time, and then you know, we had a great start to last summer. June was absolutely spectacular, but then July and August, it was phenomenal weather Monday through Friday, and then you hit the weekend, and it would all of a sudden pour rain.
Yeah.
So the time that I had, I wasn't really going to be, you know, a second story up, standing on all the joists and hoping I don't slip and fall in between. So it was working if and when I could. And that became a little bit problematic. So I didn't anticipate some of those challenges. So that's one big lesson when it comes to goal setting. We have to think in terms of context of anticipating future challenges. You know, I'm really big on setting big, ambitious goals. You know, it's like shoot for the stars, and if you land on the moon, be freaking thrilled with that. You know, there's a balance between, right? Always, right?
Always.
You know, there's a balance between fiction and reality, and that fiction isn't necessarily reality. It's more of the timeline. It's like how long is it actually going to take you? You know? I love the quote. It's most people underestimate what they can accomplish in a decade, but overestimate what they'll accomplish in a year. So being mindful of those things. So I like to think big, shoot big, but then you got to anticipate those problems and challenges. Really think ahead as to what tools that you're going to need to complete the process, who you might be able to help or leverage for as an expert resource or extra hands on deck when you need to. And you know, the purpose behind big goals, you got to be excited about it. If you're not, a lot of people set stuff that's so small that it doesn't really get the juice flowing, right? There's nothing to really work towards. So I like to think big, and then it's a lot more fun. And I tend to make things a little bit more complex than I originally set out to, but then it turns out way cooler. So
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of what human nature does? Is we oftentimes, in a lot of areas of our life, even like retirement planning or anything like that, we don't necessarily plan for that 10 years. We plan for the year ahead. We want to make all these things happen in a year. We're like short-term rats that really want our, reward now, instead of really plotting things out and being patient enough to space things out and just chipping away and growing like a stair step. Sometimes it takes acclimating to a new climate. I bet you see this a lot in exercising in your gym.
there's two sides to that. One, it amazes me. In 15 years, I think I can, on really less than one hand, count the number of people that have come in with a clear and specific goal. And the detriment to that is if you don't know what you're working toward, what that end destination is, it's like saying I want to go on a trip to Hawaii or something, or it's like saying I want to go somewhere hot and then hopping in the car and starting to drive and hoping you actually end up there. So you have to know A, where you're going, and B, where you're starting from.
Yeah.
So most people don't take that into account. It's really important to figure out what is my starting point, where am I really at in business, is it in alignment with where I want to go, and where is the clear and specific outcome, what do I need to do to get there, and then thinking in those terms. Look forward, what would the best year of my life look like, as if I've already achieved it, and then work backwards. But there's still one other piece too. Most people get so focused on that goal, but how many people really take the time to stop and celebrate once they achieve it?
Yes.
Most
I have a
achievers,
coach
right?
that taught me how to do that.
I wonder who
That's
that
a good
is.
coach.
I wonder who that is. I was bad about achieving something and then, okay, what's next? Okay, I
Exactly.
gotta go next.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
like catch it, drop it, run.
Yep.
Yes,
That's-
and
yeah.
I had to have a coach, a wonderful friend of mine, say, whoa, slow it down, let's enjoy this accomplishment, and then move forward onto your next goal. I got some of the best goal setting tips from Ed Milet. I love that guy. And Clarita and I, a few years ago, listened to him, and he specifically lays out the goal setting, and it worked for us. We did it exactly how he said, and it was the first time that we actually were like really seeing like these results that we wanted to see. And we ended up hitting our goal 179%, beating our goal 179% last year.
So let me ask you this. How often did you review your goals?
Oh, every day.
Every day.
I have my goals on my phone. So when I'm up in the morning priming, I read my goals. Before bed,
I want to hear about
you
that
read
too.
your goals. Because when there's some kind of power in reading your goals before you go to bed, looking at your vision board before you go to bed. It drives it into your subconscious. And so,
It's your reticular activating
Yes.
system.
What would you recommend for somebody who wants to set some goals, particularly maybe in your field or particularly in business?
yeah, this is like a new entrepreneur or something.
Yeah, to kind of keep them from being able to accomplish what they want to overestimate, but not fall beneath what they, not to underestimate. What would you recommend would be a good tip?
That's a good question. I always come back to think big. So really take the opportunity to look at your long-term strategic vision. Now, the thing is, it's like be resolute in your outcome, but flexible in your approach, right? Life's gonna throw a lot of different stuff at you, so you never know, but there's always value in those lessons. So think long-term. Say maybe it's your ultimate vision, right? And that is in all likelihood gonna take 10 or 20 years. Expect it to take longer than you initially think it will, first of all. Things are going to happen.
Patience.
But then work backwards. It's like, if this is my ultimate vision, how long is that in all likelihood going to take me? And it's going to be the universe's best guess. And then go back to what would I have to have accomplished in 10 years, in 5 years, in 3 years, in 1 year, and work back until you have a month-by-month plan, first of all, and then realize that life happens and be flexible in that approach. There's always new lessons to learn, new distinctions to make. And then sometimes you'll find that what you thought you wanted in the beginning isn't necessarily what you want now. So be mindful of that too. If you
amazing.
feel
Yeah.
conflict, listen to that conflict. The body is always telling us something. It's always giving us signs and symbols. Our intuition has a very strong voice. It's just most people aren't listening.
We have a challenge for Zach. We're hoping you're up for it.
We're gonna do a push-up competition.
Are you up for that?
I don't know. I haven't done a push-up competition
Okay,
since I
so
was.
wait. It's over here, guys. It's a push-up. It's a wall push-up. And you have to do it slow, no speeding.
Oh,
I'm speeding.
Real push-up.
are we doing what?
We can do explosive push-ups here. Are they throwing sandbags on me here? Now we'll go on fingertips like Rocky, right?
Okay.
On each push-up. I think I won.
We're so happy you came and joined us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Let people
Yes.
know how they can get hold of you or reach
Well,
Fitness Gear and Training.
I'm Zach Palmer, again with Fitness Gear and Training. We're located at 1605 North State Street in Bellingham. Our building has a bright red, blue, black paint job. You can't miss us. Find us on the web, fitnessgearandtraining.com. That's all spelled out, fitnessgearandtraining.com. Shoot me an email, Zach, Z-A-C, at fitnessgearandtraining.com. I'd love to hear from you guys or see you. And to all of our Facebook fans, make sure you like our Fitness Gear page, Instagram, Fitness Gear and Training. We would love to see you guys. Shoot some likes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for coming on the show today.
Yes,
Cheers to
cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.
So,
Okay.
what company is this from?
This is actually called, or from a company called Roots Run Deep in Napa Valley, California. And there's a cool little quote on the back here that kind of goes with everything. But I'm only going to say a part of it because it's a pretty long quote. So let me just find my place real quick. Okay. We use our knowledge, intuition, and years of experience to make the best possible decisions. However, at the end of the day, it still remains an educated guess.
That sounds like a quote from a
Yes.
true entrepreneur.
Yes, it
right?
does.
Yes. So I
Now,
am
if you-
liking this one.
Yeah, so it has really strong hints of black cherry or of blackberry and cherry. And there's like a cocoa, like a chocolatey finish.
There's a
with this
real
one.
subtle dusty chocolate kind of thing that's I'm getting.
It's that oaky.
But I can only think of chocolate when I have red wine anyway, so it's like all I
Here
want.
comes the chocolate buns.
Why
cake
have we
again.
not had chocolate on the show?
We
I guess
should.
I'm in charge of groceries, aren't I? So
Yeah, where's my
okay, next
chocolate?
time we're having chocolate. And that bundt cake for the white wines.
All right,
Okay,
friends.
so
Try this wine. It's great. If you're stuck on goal
Oh, it's
setting
smooth.
or you need to goal set,
yeah.
get a bottle of educated guess.
Yes,
It'll
and this
help
would be
you
a great
along the way.
reward too, right? So if you
After
set a goal
setting.
and see
Yeah.
how close you came to your educated guess.
Yeah, this one would be
Yeah.
really good with any kind of like a steak or meat or chocolate bundt cake. Try it.
Yes, so thank you for joining us for our wine segment. We are excited to go on to our book now.
Yes, definitely. Now we're going to introduce our book for this segment. I'm really glad we read this one.
I am excited too. This is a great book
was
that
a
fits
good
our theme today of the over and underestimating goals. This book fits also what Zach Palmer's business does, which is an exercise gym. It's called Just Shut Up and Do It by Brian Tracy.
Just shut up and do it.
Thank you. I think
I
this
love
is
how
mine.
you can tell.
It's my book. So again, all the books that we love to get are short books because we think you can pack a plethora of information in a small book, right? And I'm curious as to what book you like. I mean, what you liked in it that's best,
Okay.
if it's not the same as mine.
I want you to go first.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
All right, so one thing I really liked is what everyone does. Everyone procrastinates sometime. Some worse than others. But
Amen.
anyways, this also has a section of what holds you back, and it has a list of things. They labeled 8 different things that can hold you back. One is lack of clarity. One is lack of ambition, lack of priority, overload, lack of preparation, lack of energy, lack of knowledge, lack of self-discipline. And not only does it identify what can hold you back, but it gives you tips of how to overcome that, which is a really, really important thing. I think you can tell people what's wrong with them, but if you don't give them tips of how to overcome, they're gonna stay stuck, right? So
Definitely.
what was yours?
So I really liked hold yourself responsible for a higher standard than anybody else expects of you. Never excuse yourself. So I think one of the first things to getting stuff done is accountability. Holding yourself responsible, looking at who you really are and where you want to be. And then doing it.
Yeah. And
Just
take
shut up and
fully-
do it.
Just shut up and do it. Okay. Yes, ma'am. All right.
Really good read. Nice,
yep.
short, like you said.
Nice and short.
Yeah.
You could read it in a weekend easy, if not a day, depends on how much time you have.
Yeah.
If you're like Zach and you need a year because his deck took so much time to work on it. He's still here. We're gonna razz him. No, really. If you only have a little bit of time, this is a great book because you'll have it done soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good job, Brian Tracy.
Yes, good job. 7 steps to conquer your goal. Read it.
Do it.
Just shut up and do it.
Just shut up and do it.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on another episode of Why Wine Without Whine. I am Hillary Williamson, owner of Climb Strategies.
I'm Christina Zapanta, owner of IAJ Multimedia. Find us on YouTube, Facebook Watch, IGTV. Find us, share us. If you found us useful or you just had fun watching us or you drink some wine with us, pass it to your friends.
We want to wish you all entrepreneurs good luck, you crazy people.
And just embrace that you are.